Senator Adam Schiff, a former federal prosecutor and one of the most prominent voices of accountability in the Democratic caucus, sat across from McDonald, the administration's pick for a top Justice Department role, and what unfolded was nothing short of remarkable. A career prosecutor, trained in the art of precision, suddenly couldn't manage a yes or a no, not once, not twice, but over and over again. The topic? The so-called Weaponization Working Group, a unit that critics say exists for one purpose and one purpose only: to turn the Department of Justice into the president's personal enforcement arm. What you're about to see is not a hearing. It's a masterclass in evasion and a chilling preview of what this Justice Department may become.
So if anybody else is here in the next 5 minutes, otherwise we'll adjourn the meeting. Senator Schiff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. McDonald, were you part of the DOJ's Weaponization Working Group?
Senator, as referenced earlier in some questioning during the hearing today, the Weaponization Working Group, as commissioned by the President.
A simple yes or no would do. Were you part of the Weaponization Working Group?
Senator, as I referenced earlier in questions before the panel, the Weaponization Working Group, as commissioned by the President and then the Attorney General,
I still haven't gotten an answer. Were you involved with the Weaponization Working Group, yes or no? It's a simple question. You were either involved with it or you weren't.
Senator, as referenced earlier.
Yes or no, Mr. McDonald?
Senator, as I referenced earlier.
I'm not interested in what you referenced earlier. I'm asking you a simple question right now, not earlier, but right now. Were you part of the Weaponization Working Group at Justice, yes or no?
Senator, as I referenced earlier,
okay, you're not going to answer the question. You're not going to answer the question.
Was rightly identified.
I don't know why you won't answer a simple question, but let me ask you a different question. Do you believe that members of the Weaponization Working Group need to abide by the Justice Department manual? Yes or no?
Senator, as a career federal prosecutor,
I'm asking you a simple question,
I am
yes
very
or no.
well familiar with the U.S. Department of Justice Manual.
I'm glad you are. Do you feel the manual applies to people in the Weaponization Working Group? Do they have to abide by it? Yes or no?
Senator, as you know,
why is that a difficult question for you to answer? Do you believe that members of the Weaponization Work Group have to abide by ethical practices?
Senator, all Department of Justice employees, every day.
Is that a yes?
Every day.
I'm asking a very specific question, not about all department employees, but about employees in the Weaponization Working Group. Do they have to abide by the Justice Department manual, yes or no?
Senator, all Department of Justice employees.
So that's a yes?
Operate within the provisions of the Justice Manual.
Mr. McDonald, is that a yes?
Senator, I would refer you to the answer that I just gave.
Or is the Weaponization Working Group something different? Are you suggesting that it's different, that it doesn't have to abide by the ethics manual, that it doesn't have to abide by ethics at all? Why are you refusing to answer a simple question?
Senator, I'm not refusing to answer your question.
Well, do the members of the working group have to abide by the Justice Department manual?
Senator, as I referenced in my previous answer, all Department of Justice employees.
I'm not interested in your previous answers. You can't answer a simple question, or you won't, which leads me to suspect you believe they don't have to apply, they don't have to live up to the standards of the Justice Manual. So let me ask you a different question. In your time working with this group, did you ever observe any of the other members of the Weaponization Working Group violate the Justice Department manual, yes or no?
Senator, the Weaponization Working Group has been working to illuminate the facts.
I'm not interested in a filibuster of an answer. Did you observe members of the working group, or did you yourself violate the Justice Department manual?
Senator, as referenced in prior answers,
so let me ask you another question.
The Weaponization Working Group has been working.
Did you witness members of the Weaponization Working Group mishandle grand jury material?
Senator, as I referenced earlier,
I'm not interested in
the Weaponization Working Group has been working to understand the facts and events underlying significant weaponization of the government during the Biden administration.
Mr. Chairman, I'm asking for a simple question. I would ask your help in getting a direct answer. I've asked the witness whether he believes members of the Weaponization Working Group at the Justice Department need to abide by the Justice Department's own Justice Manual. Would you assist me in getting an answer to that question?
No, I will not assist you.
Okay. Well, you have the chairman's support in not answering the question, so let me try another question. Or let me see if I can get clarity again. Did you ever witness any of the members of the working group violate rules regarding grand jury secrecy? Yes or no?
Senator, as I referenced in my prior testimony, the Weaponization Working Group is working diligently to understand the historic abuses and weaponization of the Department of Justice in the Biden administration.
Mr. McDonald, did you ever witness anyone in the Weaponization Working Group violate the law? Yes or no?
Senator, I would refer you to my prior answer.
Your prior answer was to obfuscate, and it's become very clear you're unwilling to answer very simple questions, because it's very clear what that weaponization group is all about, and that is using the awesome powers of the Department of Justice to go after the president's enemies. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Schiff, maybe I gave a short answer to your question, but I've never been asked.
Colin McDonald sat before the United States Senate today and was asked a question that any first-year law student could answer in half a second. Does the Justice Department manual apply to you? Yes or no? That's it. That's all Senator Schiff wanted to know. And Colin McDonald, a man who wants to be entrusted with some of the most consequential prosecutorial powers in the federal government, could not bring himself to say the word yes. The Justice Department manual is not some aspirational document. It is the ethical backbone of federal prosecution in this country. It governs how grand jury material is handled. It governs how investigations are initiated and conducted. It governs, fundamentally, the boundary between the rule of law and the rule of one man. And when a nominee cannot or will not affirm that this manual applies to the working group he was part of, that is not evasion. That is a confession. The prosecutors who followed the evidence, the investigators who did their jobs, the civil servants who chose country over cult, that's what this group was built for. And Colin McDonald knows it. That's precisely why he wouldn't answer. And let's talk about the chairman for a moment, because what happened in that room was a bipartisan failure of oversight. When Senator Schiff, a sitting member of the Judiciary Committee, asked the chairman of that committee to compel a witness to answer a basic, foundational question about legal ethics, the chairman said, and I quote, "No, I will not assist you." 5 words. 5 words that tell you everything you need to know about where the Republican majority stands on accountability. They are not interested. They are not even pretending to be interested anymore. In a functioning democracy, a nominee for a senior Justice Department position affirms eagerly, proudly, that they will follow the rules, that they believe in the rules, that the rules are not optional, not negotiable, and certainly not subordinate to the wishes of any president. What Colin McDonald showed us today is that this administration views those rules as an obstacle, something to be worked around, evaded, and ultimately discarded. Senator Schiff called it what it is. And nothing in Colin McDonald's testimony today contradicted that conclusion. His silence was the answer. It leaves us in a moment that historians will study the moment when a major political party decided, openly and without shame, that the Department of Justice is not an institution of law, but an instrument of power. And if Colin McDonald is confirmed and given the current composition of this Senate, he very likely will be, then the American people should understand exactly what they are getting. A Justice Department where loyalty to the president outweighs loyalty to the Constitution, where ethical guidelines are treated as suggestions, and where the most powerful prosecutorial apparatus in the world answers not to the people, but to one man.